The last play we're going to look at is out of the 4-3 over plus Cov 3 Buzz Press. Let's get right into it. So let's take a look at the play art. So what you got is a standard buzz zone. And what this is not a blitz. This is going to be a coverage defense, coverage style defense, which hopefully we get a coverage sack out of. Now, you can see we got 3 deep blues, 2 yellows in the middle, and 2 flats on the outside. Now, the difference here is you've got maze. This differs from a cover 3 sky look where you've got maze dropping into a hook zone over the middle, and the linebackers are buzzing. That's just the difference between cover 3 sky and cover 3 buzz. So what you're going to want to do is actually cover this strong safety right here. That is who you're going to use her in this particular play. Now if we take a look again at the Browns cross play art, again their first read will be Montgomery and then Rogers and then probably Cobb. Sometimes they look for Cobb, probably Jones. Sometimes they'll look for the quick throw to Cobb or the quick throw to Lacey in the flats. So this is really a deadly play. If any of you out there run this is deadly because you've got 5 legitimate options off the snap. But the way we're going to defend this is your job is going to be able to cover at the start of the play. You want to cover this area right here just in case they send a tight end on a streak or they send this right receiver over here on the streak. You need to cover this area right here. And as the play begins, you will, if we look at Jones's route, you're going to need to kind of cover Jones as he goes across the middle because that's the route that if his others are taken away, that's the route he's going to be looking for. So you're going to kind of move in this type of action. You're going to kind of sit here, and then as Jones starts to cut over the middle, you're going to kind of move over the middle of the field and take that route away and then get back in this area and then just kind of cover. And hopefully by then the coverage sack will come in. So we're just going to take a look, and we're going to run this a couple times and go through different reads that people might do online when they run this play. So the first read we're going to start with was we'll just start with Cobb on the left side over there. A lot of times they like to just throw the quick throw to Cobb. Now you see right there that it's not open. So you don't have any worry with this kind of buzz where the linebackers really shoot out to the flats right there. You don't have to worry about him making a quick pass out there. So that's going to get either knocked down and batted down every time or intercepted. Let's try the other side to Lacey. So if I look for Lacey on this in the flat right there. Can't really make that throw. Let's try it in one again, see if I can get a completion, see what happens. Tries to quick throw it. Again, you tackled, and he's only going to get 3 to 4 yards. Let's hope that the linebacker right there reacts even quicker and shuts him down to a 2-yard gain even. So right there, exactly. Right there, he shuts him down, and there you go, tackle for a loss. So with this buzz defense, you've already taken away the outside, the little quick wheel routes. You take away. Now what we want to see if we can take away is Montgomery on the drag. So let's say we take, he's looking for Montgomery on the drag. He hits Montgomery. Linebacker right there steps in front. Now what you will get sometimes, and again, every play is not going to work every time, but what you will get sometimes is Lacey will get a block, and right there, this guy will kind of get free. Who's going to be there in help, but if Lacey ends up getting a nice little block out there, the play is going to be shut down. But you see, I would say probably 50% of the time that if he hits this drag, the linebacker is just going to be there to tackle him. So you've got the drag taken away. So you've got the wheels, the quick wheels taken away, and now you've got the drag. Let's see if, let's just act like I'm going for Montgomery, and then I'm looking for Rogers cross. So right there, catches it in front of that middle linebacker. That's one thing that may happen, but a lot of times you will get him jumping out in front of it. He almost jumped it and picked it. And so right there, if your opponent gets comfortable thinking he can throw that, he's going to be in for a surprise when the guy actually ends up jumping it. And right there you end up getting the he kind of contains it for a 5-yard gain. So the most dangerous route, barring the other 3 that we just went over, is that route right there from Rogers. But this play does a decent job of guarding against it. Now, if you want to, and your opponent is abusing that, then you need to just cover Lofton and take that away. But you're going to be exposing yourself to the deeper route, which is the route that we're going to look at next. Now, the deeper route, which is the reason why we're using this the strong safety over here, is the route that if you take away Rogers, coming on this screen right here, if you take that away, then they're going to be looking for, who is it over there? Who is that? Jones. They're going to be looking for Jones in the deep middle route. And that's why it's important for you to guard it. So let's just say opponent can't really get it to Rodgers. You need to go like that, and because that coverage stack will come in. So the protection won't hold up long enough for him to go through all these reads and progressions. So all you need to do is all you need to do is go with your defender going across the deep middle. And you can kind of mix up if just play on the tendencies of your opponent. If you see your opponent is going for the drag, then you might even just use your Armstrong and sit there and wait for him to come across and then be there to break up the play. If you see your opponent is going for Rodgers, then you can even just cover Rodgers and hope that route right there, he doesn't get that. But see, that's more dangerous because it's going to be bigger yards and it's going to be a guaranteed first down if you sit on the underneath route. So I would suggest letting the computer play that underneath route and just hope that it gets contained. Because if he does get it to the tight end right there, he's going to get anywhere from 6 to 8 yards, which is good. If it's 4th and 8 and he wants to go to his go-to play, you're going to pretty much contain him. Now the last thing is we're going to do a little bit of hot routing. So take a look at Montgomery. A lot of ways they like to hot route this play is they'll streak Montgomery and look for Rodgers. So the first read will be Montgomery, second read will be Rodgers, and he'll look for that, and then he'll see the cross right there, and you see that linebacker actually goes with the cross, and now I'm actually looking for somebody else, and I can't actually find anybody. Can't even find anybody. So this is actually a better situation in where if streak that guy and then look for Rodgers in the quick slant, that linebacker's playing it pretty well and ends up breaking up the pass. Now, if you take a look at the replay, let's take a look at this replay. That's what the most important thing is, covering that route over the middle of the field. So let's watch Jones as he gets behind the user computer. He can still look at this hole right here. Look at this hole. And look how far away he is from any defender. If your opponent sees this, this is going to be a huge play and potentially a touchdown sometimes if you get the blocking. So that's going to do it for today's Stop This Play segment. If you like this video and others like it, like and subscribe. Leave some comments in the section below. If there's any plays you want to see me shut down, leave some comments and I'll come up with some videos talking about them. Till next time, Anti Madden's out. Peace.